Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Oh, I know why you're so loud. I've got you on this little speaker. I'm like, why is she so loud today? Why are they so loud? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna.
Look, you just wanted to hear my beautiful voice
I
in
did. I
surround
did.
sound. I'm joking,
Hello,
I'm joking.
everybody.
Hi, welcome to the roast, the front loading extravaganza. Gus is going to likely be out for most of the stream today because they're not feeling good. But hopefully they will be able to at least say hello and join us. Tish, would you like to introduce your new little friend to
I
everybody?
would because I'm a front loader
Mm,
myself.
mm.
I front load dogs. So
See,
sorry, did I make you?
I wanted to have a conversation about listen, all of us overconsume something. This is a problem we all have, I'm sure. Like there's something that everybody has that they maybe get a little bit too much, they spend a little bit too much of. So I don't want everybody to just be like ha 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 at these Huns, because I think a
No,
lot of us
that's
have
right.
something that we spend too much money
We
on.
we live in a consumer world, this dystopian capitalist world, and we are victims as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so welcome. This is Murphy's first stream. He
Murphy!
he's
Yay!
uncomfortable because of this one here.
Minnie.
Who's trying to Minnie, who's trying to assert some dominance at the moment. So
Minnie, you
she is the
guys
boss.
all have food, okay? We get
She
it. You're the
she is,
boss. It's fine.
yeah, she's the boss. So what's everybody doing? And so Wilbur and Frida, we're gonna swap dogs, okay? Mabel's the only one who's kind of like very cool at the moment.
Mm.
But we've also got the tiny puppies whose eyes are open. So we've got some puppy action going on.
There's a lot of
Uh,
action happening in your house right now.
yeah, yeah.
Amazing stuff.
So um we've got some interesting front loading gals and guys. Hang on. I don't know if have you got any guys?
I think everybody is a woman in this one, and that was not intentional. That was not
No.
intentional. We actually intentionally tried to incorporate men as often as we can. The demographic is just less men than women, so sometimes it can be harder, especially when you're trying to do something themed like this. But we tried to incorporate as many companies as possible to show that there are so many MLMs that have problems with front loading. Some that you may have expected right off the bat, and some that you maybe didn't think of. Tish,
Mm.
when you think of front loading, what do you think of? And chat, what do you think of too?
Do you know
And do
which ones I didn't go out of my way to find, but I know do front loaders Monate. I've completely forgot them because
mm-hmm.
we were talking just before we got on stream. We were talking about like just consumption and how we're trained to be consumers, and like if you think of when Monate had they changed the packaging of their shampoos at last conference, and then everybody had to buy the new packaging,
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's what made me think of I'm like, oh, we should have got some Monate. You can come and sit in here, Minnie.
We got a lot of companies though, so don't worry. Don't worry. And if we
Yeah.
didn't get enough, I also have a live stream at the end. Because we have been requested to cover not Color Street. I do have a Color Street, but we've been requested to cover Stampin' Up a few times. And that one of the reasons that somebody said was because they have a big front loading problem. They really often come out with new stamp collections, new thingy-mabobs, new this, new that, and the crafters love to stock up on stuff. There are entire YouTube videos. This is my Stampin' Up craft room. Look at my entire craft. And it's like a whole room full of stuff. And it's like,
Mm,
at first, when you look at it and you're like somebody who likes crafting, you're like, fuck yeah, that's a dream, right? And it's like, hold on a
mm.
minute. Maybe I could just have like a craft corner or a craft box. Do I need a whole room? Like if that's what you want, good for you. I'm just saying, like it, especially with Stampin' Up products, it's so expensive.
Really? Are they scrapbooking? Is that what Stampin' Up
Yes.
is?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and so they
Uh,
usually target, like, an older demographic of women, it seems, from what I've seen.
oh wow. Eclectic Mima says, I think of Avon, still have some of the stuff I bought to stay in. Wow.
That's not one that I got, unfortunately, but that does make sense because they are one of the old school classic MLMs.
Yes, yes,
Chelsea
yes.
always thinks of Mary Kay, and we did find a Mary Kay rep to show everybody because that's one that I've heard a lot too. People have closets full. And that's because they have that incentive thing. It's called the stars, where the more inventory you get, the more stars you get. And it's like, okay, that's just ridiculous.
Stars
Um,
and cars. We
Yep,
know.
stars are in cars. That too. Yes, Sensi. Sensi is actually what inspired this video because
Mm.
somebody sent me a Sensi rep with a bunch of wax melts behind her, and I was like, "Oh, we have to talk about this." So that kind of inspired the front loading extravaganza.
I
Um,
think also of paparazzi because they have their jewelry rooms, and even the I thought of the bath bomby people because they have so much, you know. I mean, they get through it though, I
yep,
suppose.
yep. And then the one that I forget sometimes, but I'm really glad that Karina mentions is Princess House.
Oh
People will get
yeah.
closets full of cooking things, and the justification is, okay, I'm going to be cooking, this is something that I'm going to use for the house, this is useful, I'm not just spending money on crap. But at the end of the day, you're spending a lot of extra money that you wouldn't have spent if you just got it somewhere else, and you probably didn't need all of the sartens that you got. I don't even know the word in English, the pots and the pans, you could have gotten a few selection. You'll see once
Mm,
we get to the
mm.
video. Remus said
Yeah.
that they have also been guilty of overconsumption, and I appreciate you trying to thinking of that, because it's hard to reflect. It's hard to reflect. So if you can even find maybe one small area in your life where you could do a little better, I think that that could do a large amount of good. And you don't have to shame
Mm.
yourself because at the end of the day, the big problems are the big bad corporations that are producing too much. But I think we could also do better. Just saying that, okay, the corporations are bad, we can't do anything. I don't think that that's fair either.
Can I give everybody a tiny puppy check?
Yes, tiny puppy check.
Oh my
Your
God,
camera
Minnie.
did go a little bad again, so it is little hard to see. Just to
Oh, okay.
it's very
My
weird because this looks totally fine if you are in like the side view where you kind of see the cameras. You all can't see that, but on the
yeah,
big
let us
screen,
know because I
we're a
don't
little
know.
blurry. Does she look fine to you guys? Just let me know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh
I'll
no.
turn it down. It looks okay from, hang on. I'm looking on my phone. Oh, I suppose it's a little bit blurry on my phone. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Maybe it's like what's it called? My internet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. What can you do?
Um oh, tiny
Sorry.
pup.
Tiny puppy check.
So we've got little fella, he's opened his eyes now. He's not gonna be still for us, of course, because he's just always in motion unless he's
Big.
drinking
Is this
or
little or
sleeping.
big? Oh, you froze for a second. Oh, hopefully you'll come back. Oh, oh,
Big.
oh
Okay.
no. Oh no, you're gone. Okay. Sorry, you
Okay.
froze for a second. Oh, that was definitely the bigger one, right?
This is
Oh,
the little one.
baby. Little one. Okay, yeah, you
Okay.
froze for a second. Oh, honey. They're so cute.
Big one. Little one.
Oh my god. Look at them.
So we've got eyes open, both of them.
They're so cute. Oh, look at their little faces. Oh, they're
I'll
so
put
cute.
the Minnie. Minnie's being aggressive and silly.
Minnie, chill.
Yeah,
Minif.
so he does some good yawns. Big yawns.
Oh, big
Yay.
yawn. Oh, he's a sleepy boy. He's just tired.
I just
He's
love
just
how
tired.
pudgy he is.
I know. I can't believe the difference between them is what Chelsea said, and I totally agree. Like
Oh,
they
and They were born, an hour apart.
So
Yeah, so
cute. So cute.
still hand feeding the little one, so he had a bit of a feed before we came on. Yeah, so my overconsumption is there.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, can I say something what Remus said, which I agree. There's a lot of reasons why we overconsume, but a big one is the really good sales. People feel like they have to buy it before the sale ends.
yeah, yeah.
Totally agree.
And
Because go
you
ahead.
always get those things that go through Walmart and they lift the sales ticket up and it's the same price, but it's just got like you always get those ones, but yeah.
Yep. Yep. It's just and and they try to say like, "Oh, this is the last one. You have to get it because this is going to be the last one," even though it probably isn't. I totally agree with this. There's one
Mm,
good thing I can say about the situation where people get too much pots and pans or jewelry. It doesn't expire, unlike the essential oils and or skincare and hair stuff and things like that. Totally agree. There is like a spectrum of this. But at the end of the day, you want to spend money on stuff that you're using and not just like end up in your closet. But it does,
mm.
at least it's not expired. And one day you can go back and say, oh, I want to use this, or oh, I can gift it, unlike
And
something that's expired.
paparazzi also does like the limited edition things as well. And I don't have anything from uh Taylor Kirby, but I've got his inventory so you can see and he basically snags all the best things and
Mm,
then get he everybody buys from him. So
interesting.
it's it's a
So
rigged
there is a man
system.
involved. Thank you, Taylor Kirby, and
Oh,
screw
sorry,
you.
yes, there is Taylor.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Taylor. Screw you.
How did I forget that?
How can we forget?
He
Are we ready
he
to
thinks
start?
Can I just say Taylor Kirby thinks he's a black woman though? The way he talks and he's terrible.
I'm glad we don't have any recording of him speaking because I can't. This is
Uh,
not a cringe and coffee. I cannot. I cannot. I
no.
was not prepared. I was not prepared to cringe today. Okay. Um, we're gonna actually start with pure romance, thanks to our good friend Lushy. Um, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I thought you were saying something. My bad. You were probably just looking at the docs. Um,
I also did get some pure romance as well. I added a couple of last minute things into the folder. So
Oh, dang it, I didn't save those. Okay, maybe during the break I can save them. Sorry.
okay.
My bad. My bad. I didn't look. I was
That's
I was
okay.
last minute editing. I was like, "Oh no." You know me. You know me. Okay, so thank you Lushy for sourcing this video. This is actually I forget her name. I think her name is Dana something. And she's a hoot and a howl and let's just watch this, okay? And I will say for all of these, there I think should be different levels of snarkery in the chat, in my opinion, because some of these people are just people who kind of fell into the MLM system and bought too much shit. Dana is not one of those people. Dana is a top leader, and I think she's doing this so that other people do it too, in my opinion. So snark on away. Oh,
Mhm.
she just had a retirement flash sale. Damn. Damn. She's gone. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, for your let's celebrate your retirement, Dana. Let's show off some of the stuff that you're probably trying to get rid of. Oh, Brian, welcome. Third anti-MLM live today. Let's go. Let's
Woo!
go. Okay, let's do it, Dana. So, oh, nope, of course it's in the wrong view. Okay, here we go. Half screen. Yep. I'll unmute it. Okay.
This
Oh my
right here
lord.
is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Look at that. Look at that amount of how much do you think each one of those costs?
I cannot believe how much product is there. Oh my lord. Um, can people tell me if my sound is bad because it's different today. So
Oh,
if it's too echoey, let me know.
you sounded fine to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an entire store.
So I don't know if I've told this story about working in a sex store very briefly. And that was an actual store for sex toys and like pornos and all the stuff, all of the everything you could ever want to need for a sex store, and we didn't have this much product.
Yeah. Chelsea said that is too much lube, even for like a that's just there's too many. Okay, well, to be fair, she has been in since 2000, so maybe some of this stuff is expired and just standing there just for show, you know. So we don't know. Average $20 a bottle retail. So if anybody wants to play like a gumball game, like times 20, you know, we'll leave it up for a little bit so you can start gumballing. Start gumballing! Gumball!
What's gumballing? I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, like when you have like the gumball jar and it's like how many are in the gumball
Oh,
jar.
okay, yeah.
So I mean, start counting. And sorry, my bad. My metaphors have always been horrible. That's one of my favorite things that I've gotten teased for. Like, what the fuck is that metaphor? That doesn't make any sense.
And you're never mind. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Thank you. However many bottles times 24 instead of 20.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, this looks like a warehouse.
I'm just thinking, you know, like if you were really, really nervous about butt stuff, I think you'd be covered at Dana's, okay? I think there's enough product to cover you at Dana's. So
you're fine. You're good. I don't think her downline needs to buy anything. You're set. Yeah, even the Sally Beauty in Remus's town isn't that well stocked, and that's like an actual store. We're getting some guesses. I mean,
it's not just lube, but what else? What are the other products? So there's like do they have any skincare or anything? There's numbing cream. Mm-hmm. I knew that. There's freaking
scented thingies.
Oh yeah.
Scented thingies.
There's probably
numbing cream for the back end.
Yeah. That's like I said, you butt stuff. Go to Dana's for butt stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she'd want that as a branding, but you know, like.
Well, that was well. Look, she did retire, but for her retirement stock. Go to her house for butt stock. Oh yeah, pheromone lotions. Oh, yeah. They have a lot of those pheromone lotions. Okay, so we're guessing 10,000, 10,000, 20,000.
Edible things.
Look at all this.
Wow.
Look, and there's more. Oh, that might be another angle, but like,
what's up, bitches?
Oh, remove the. Oh, do you want to see that? Look at this. What? Is the look. We're guessing how expensive. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Where are the headphones?
I've been like this for the whole time. I cannot believe it.
Yeah. This is. Jesus. Apparently, the top shelf looks like All Body Dew, which is a hydrating oil. Second shelf looks like Bubble Bath. Then Coochie.
Right. Coochie shelf. Thank you. The Coochie shelf.
Thank you very much, Auntie Lushy, to our resident ex Pure Romance rep. Erin,
she's in
love
the
you
know.
Too. Mm-hmm.
Much she is in the know. Yeah.
Much appreciated. Everybody says that they hope that you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Are you?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well, you know what's going to make you feel better?
Are you chilled out?
Frontloading special.
Yay! We're going to have some fun. Okay, let me add your name.
I don't know if I'll be able to be here for long, but I'll do my best.
That's okay. We're going to try to have a little bit of fun.
Have you watched your videos yet?
No.
Can we watch your videos?
Let's start with Tish's because you haven't seen Tish's.
Okay.
Tish actually put something together for us today.
Oh,
and
yes.
I put a few videos together for us today. Do you want to tell everybody what we're going to be talking about?
Oh, it's everybody's favorite Amare rep. Your sober guy.
Oh, God.
My fave.
Fave. Resident Evil.
So she took a picture of her products for the month just for the family. Now, it's not exactly inventory loading per se, except that we're going to you'll see when we get to the video. Okay. So it's just basically what her monthly purchases are. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And there's gonna be a little bit of reading required. So if
Yes,
you could
there
put
is
your
a little bit of
dramatic,
reading.
if you could put your dramatic reading hat on, please, and thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, our BFF, your sober god.
This is my reading hat.
Okay, very good.
Wait,
Nice.
stay on.
No, okay. There's like an actual hat over there.
I can't find one.
Right in the corner. I'll give it to you.
Stay
Here. Okay.
Reading hat.
Do we like this? No, not me, Ska.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
if you want cute hats like this, there's a few on Straw Bunny Cakes. And their stuff is very, very cute. They also made, can you hand me that real quick?
If I can.
If you can't, don't worry. If you can't,
Ow.
if you can't, don't worry. Don't overexert yourself. If you can't do it, don't worry.
You know I'm having coochie problems, right?
No.
Well, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, let me just I just wanted to show everybody this. Look how cute she is. Her name's Lolly. So if you want cute stuff like this, Straw Bunny Cakes. Oh, that's Murphy. It's Murphy's first
Murphy
stream.
says hello.
Hello,
Murphy's
Murphy.
first stream.
You're a good
Aw,
guy.
You're a good little guy.
You're a good guy. Oh,
Yeah.
and the first white basket that was in the photo that we missed, it looks like AMP, a powerful enhancement gel that makes your all favorite spots tingle.
Huh.
What if my favorite spot is my mouth orifice after I've eaten a bunch of fettuccine alfredo? What now, bitch? What now? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah. Same, but not the same food.
Yeah, I don't know why I said fettuccine. That's not my
It's
favorite.
not even your favorite, but whatever.
I'm just lying. Okay.
All right.
We ready?
Yep. Our typical.
No, it's gonna. It'll be close.
Yeah.
It'll be close.
Okay.
It'll get bigger.
Close up,
It'll get
and
bigger.
then you'll be able to read it. That's what I
Okay.
was trying to tell you. I'm sorry.
Slay.
Ready? Okay. We got.
Slay.
Sorry, I watched this in advance. I got this. Okay.
Our typical monthly order. Healing isn't a one and done thing. It's a lifestyle. The cost to be preventative instead of always treating used to make me want to vomit. Until I realized I couldn't put a cost on my well-being. The cost on missing work, being sick. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So, but basically, the idea is I couldn't put a cost on my well-being. So the idea is
the cost of my well-being.
So expensive for a month.
Yeah. She's like, it does not matter how expensive it is because there's no cost. So let's actually see the cost. Let's see the cost. Ooh, $45.95 for the first product. $78.95.
$67.95. $67.95. $73.95. $73.95. $64.95. $129.95. $60.95.
$60.95. $61.95. Total $713. And that is American US dollars, okay? That's one of the most, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
The most overvalued currencies that we got.
That's so bad.
So you mean to tell me you have $713 a month?
Wow.
And she's gonna say, well, I have that because of Amare. Well, you're wasting all of that now.
Yeah, that's not cute.
Icky. Yeah, so that's our Bethany.
Yep.
Yuck. $700. Wow.
$700.
Wow.
So the question is, like, she probably is encouraging other people to use similar regimens. So what are they going to do if they can no longer afford $700 worth of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They're going to feel like they don't have their mental health stuff anymore, even though it's more of a mental association, most likely, than an actual physical health, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're all encouraged to drink happy juice because that was some of that was the ingredients for Happy Juice, and
Right.
basically every single person drinks Happy Juice in that company. So, yeah, it's
Multiple times a day, sometimes even.
yeah, yeah,
And it's
and the
like, that is
kids, of
expensive.
course.
And the kids have to drink Happy Juice too, if not the other mood products. Oh my god, he's snuggling on you.
Oh, Bubba.
Look at him, that's so cute.
Aw.
Sorry. But yeah, I just feel like this is people. Okay, I have a question for everybody in the chat. What? Yeah, and let's not forget, this is every month.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebus. Let's not forget, every month this is $735. So how much is that a year?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
No, let me do it on my phone.
I got it.
Oh, that's why I
got
picked up my phone.
Times
Oh no, I opened the ruler app.
8,558, not including cents.
Wow. You're spending $8,000 a year.
8.5.
8.5K a year.
On
That's-
supplements that are some of them are freaking proprietary blends, and oh my
The
lord.
tests that they have were tests that were done on the ingredients, and some of those tests were literally done on rats and on rabbits.
And some of them weren't done on anything because their white papers are just accumulated studies of the products, of the ingredients, and not the
That's what I'm trying
products.
to say. Even the stuff that's done on the ingredients is ridiculous. Those studies aren't even good.
Mm-hmm.
Val, how dare you? You can be 500% more happy with your life
Oh,
when you
God.
drink Happy Juice.
You
And
can be
7,000
400% more content.
and 3,000% more I don't know, willing to watch The Bachelor, you know.
Can I cuss? Can I cuss? You'll be
Yes.
5,000% more cunt.
Shut up.
Yes, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually, I might
I would
actually
like that.
buy. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
could buy it.
No, if they told me I could get more cunt, yes.
No, cunt is in the soul. Okay, Chelsea
No,
says
like-
that's more than I pay for
Yeah.
health insurance, which covers mental health services with a small copay.
Mm,
And that's actual stuff that can help.
yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody should have to pay for health insurance, but if you have that kind of money to spend for Amare, Chelsea is showing you probably can actually pay for health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Question that I have, who do you think, because that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit with each of these companies, who do you think that, let's start with Pure Romance. Which group of people do you think that Pure Romance targets the most in terms of inventory loading? Like, who is hurt the most by this?
Horny people.
Shut up.
Stay-at-home moms, women, femme-presenting people.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Definitely. They all, usually I don't see anybody that's like in college age. I've seen people who are a little bit older. I don't know if maybe it's a little bit of like a, oh, I'm still ashamed of it thing. And you don't feel so much that when you're older. I'm not sure. But
I would
yeah,
say
I agree.
Monate would be the college-aged if they're,
Yeah.
and Arbonne. Arbonne
Mm.
and Monate would definitely be more your agey sort of people, I
Yeah.
reckon, because that's who they target, you know.
Yep, absolutely.
The freshly 18s.
Yeah, for sure. And then Amare, I feel like they're trying to go for people who are like, I'm kind of quirky, I'm kind of unique, I'm different, I'm not like other girls. And they're also targeting people who have been in MLMs and feel hurt by them because they're pretty different.
Crunchy, but also religious, and
Crunchy. Mm-hmm.
they have and they definitely it's the crunchy ones who are anti-pharmaceuticals, those sort of like you know, former addicts, people in sobriety, that sort of thing.
Apparently,
Natural, you know.
Apparently I'm wrong because, you know, the trend that I've seen is women who are a little bit older being in Pure Romance, 30 plus, but apparently Pure Romance foams at the mouth for college girls.
Oh.
So they do try to go for college girls. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you very
right.
much.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely target young women who are not as knowledgeable. Pure Romance definitely targets women who are confident and willing to put themselves out there. And then it's true, Pure Romance doesn't know anything outside cis women.
Yeah.
True.
And they don't think about the trans experience, even though
That could be very helpful.
And the CEO has a trans daughter, so they could do a lot better. They probably should. We've been asked what we're doing for New Year's Eve. What are you doing, Tish?
It's New Year's Eve here. Nothing.
We're doing this for New Year's Eve.
Yeah. I said to my dad, "Is it New Year's Eve?" And he said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, it feels like nothing." Yeah, it does.
This
feel like
year
nothing.
has not been super special, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have a friend come over, and that's it. We're gonna have some fun, hopefully.
Yeah,
and play Mario.
when I was younger, maybe yeah. In the year 2000, I remember we sort of had a party, but that was when everybody was afraid that the computers were going to turn on everybody.
Oh. Damn.
Not the computers turning on everybody.
because they didn't think that computers would be able to deal with going from 1999 to 2000, and the computers would think it was going to zero and it would wipe everything. And
that is so funny.
I know. And my sister, my nan had like a Y2K kit in case everything went downhill, and my sister was out like staying with her current partner, and they were in the middle of nowhere, and they lost power in the middle of the night, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's coming true!" It was
no! That's so. It's like, please.
Silly. It was so silly.
That is a horrible coincidence, though. It's like, come on. Yeah, apparently people were very concerned about the grid going down and went, wow. We're really showing our asses right now. We're trying to not let people know exactly how old we are, and then every time we talk about something, it's like, oh, okay. You fucking fetus. I'm joking. Rosie just hopped in. Hello. Rosie actually sent us the thing that that kicked off this whole thing. It was a Sensi rep that did a lot of front loading. So is it okay if I show the one that Rosie sent?
Yes, go for it.
So this is a Sensi rep. I actually covered her face because I don't know how high up she is in the company. I couldn't get a read on that. She never said like what her rank was, etc. She genuinely just seems to like all of these wax melts. I also appreciate that she seems honest when she doesn't like something. She was like, "This one was nasty. I shouldn't have used it." Okay. I respect that. Okay. So let's try not to snark too much at this person. This is just somebody who I think maybe could take a step back and realize I might be spending too much money on these wax melts. And that's our opinion. So let's start. Yeah, apparently we're infants.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Allegedly.
All right. So let's start with looking. Yeah.
Did you see the background?
Whoa.
Yeah. Let's look at this background. This is, again, this is not to shame people. This is just to show the reality. And Remus said that he's just realizing that these people are spending tens of thousands of dollars on these terrible products. And that was kind of the point of the stream. Not to shame, not to blame, just to say this is the reality.
Yeah.
From what we have seen from these collection of videos. And if you want to come to a different conclusion based on these videos, so be it.
Yeah.
But I looked, apparently each of those wax melt things run between $24 to $30. So again, you can play that gumball game and look at how much each one is. Yeah, it's too much for wax melts, I think. I don't know how much they're supposed to be also. So I don't know what
you can only really burn one or two at a time. Like you can only really have one or two at a time. And they don't because my sister buys them from her neighbor, and so I have had some. They actually make really nice little scented things that you put in your drawer to make everything smell nice. They make some nice ones of those, and I've had them bought for me. I haven't spent money on them, but they last ages. Like the wax lasts ages, and like, there's just no need for this many. God
Well,
damn.
here's the surprising thing about this video. This is not like a monthly haul.
No.
This is
What she's used in a week.
These are the wax melts that I've burned this week. Okay? And so I actually included a timer, a little counter. Again, not trying to make fun of her, but to display how much she's using in a single week.
Mm-hmm.
I finished up this candy apple, vanilla buttercream. I worked on fluffy fleece. I worked on my Scentsy clean brick. That's done. A very snowy spruce, which is available in the catalog. Sweet orange pomander. Maraschino sugar cookie. Frosted petals. Blueberry cheesecake. Meant to be merry. I worked on autumn road trip. So I finished up a scent soft in jammy time. And then a washer whiffs in Fiji flower. Seasons of magic. A cocoa lime. Plum and white woods. This is horrible. I did not like this rustic lodge. I knew I didn't like it.
Queen.
My
She's
wish.
a queen for that.
Christmas cottage cider. Ooh. I did work on vanilla barnwood. Caramel apple craze.
Yeah, before we keep going, these aren't the tiny little melts. These are big, big ones.
Oh, wow.
So these are the ones that would be like between $20 and $30, depending on, like, I saw the Christmas tree and that was like $30, but this one was probably $24. I'm glad that the counter helps. And yeah, these are expensive for each one. It's wild. It's wild.
And then cranberry muffin. I had to change out the blue light bulb in my son's warmer. I did meet at the mistletoe.
Oh.
And it might be like a tiny bit less because I think one of them ended up being like a light bulb for a wax scent roll, like the heater thing. So I think it might be like a tiny bit less, but no, this is not okay either way.
This is $576 for a week's worth
of melts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Jessica's done a count, possibly 200 behind her. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Which
I'm not surprised.
200 times 25 is 5,000.
Ooh.
Wow.
Some of them are probably a little more too. That's like the low ball estimate.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Damn. Yeah,
even Murphy hates it.
Yeah, and she seems like a cute, nice, honest lady who is upfront and who just tries to be honest about the scents that she's using. And I'm gonna be honest, the entire video was not even Scentsy stuff. She had a few things that were Bath and Body Works. I just didn't put them in because there weren't as many, and I wouldn't be able to make the calculation as easily, right? Yeah. The majority, though, were Scentsy. I just wonder how are you burning this much?
In 1 week, you don't have animals.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have animals. Because that could be terrible for their lungs. Like, we have birds. We can't burn incense. It'll
oh, really?
Yeah. If the air gets too, like, thick or whatever, their poor little lungs.
Yeah, so every time we don't even really do it in here anymore. But when we did, we would have to, like, tap the door and make sure that, like, the windows were open for them in their room. We would have to, like, do a lot of stuff to make sure that we could burn incense or anything like that. Yeah.
I've had birds in the past and incense. Sorry, birds. Sorry, birds from my past.
It might not be every bird. I think it's just the budgies.
We have very small birds.
They're very small.
Like, they're itty bitty.
They're very small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, we're just very worried about their tiny lungs. This isn't based on, like, anything we've read. We're just tiny lungs.
No, I think it is based on something we've read, but it's because they're budgies. Yeah. Small children too, or somebody who has, like, headaches because of strong scents. Gus and I.
They also do have like designs in Disney, so they like that's more targeted at children as well,
right?
Because that's what my sister got for me, because I collect like Minnie Mouse stuff, and so the stuff that she has gotten from from Scentsy for me has been like Minnie Mouse themed, basically.
Yeah. And I think that's where they get a lot of people with the cute warmers. They had like a friend scented one, like a friends themed one. They had a Disney one. So I think they really hit like the nostalgia market
And
really
what was
hard.
the one, the Moo, the one who was the star in the Drag Race
Deja
Simulator?
Moo! It's a
Deja
cow
Deja Moo.
warmer called Deja Moo, and that's excellent. Just stop being an MLM, for fuck's sake. People will still buy the warmers. So Chelsea
has
said
a-
that. Sorry, what had?
Oh, sorry, just reading Jessica's.
There's a Scentsy sponsored area in Epcot.
Oh,
Really?
Wow.
Okay, well, you know what? We get into Disney World for free, so I'll just go and be like, you know,
tomato.
and I'll just be like, hey, cast members, I'm not mad at you. You're just doing your job. Okay, just leave me alone. This is a free country.
You're gonna have to get a drink in between all of that, like.
Yeah.
I have water right here. I'm fine.
I'm
Two things real quick. So to be fair, some of those things were big, and she probably used them every for different weeks.
She probably doesn't buy this much every week.
Right.
She probably had some of it already.
So
but that probably makes it seem like in her mind she's spending less.
Yeah.
So she still spent all that money. It just might not have been all at the same time.
Yeah. But
and it's possible possible she uses them for samples as well. Yeah, try this one, yeah.
So apparently 576 times 52 weeks, $29,952. So again, we don't think that she spends that much every single week.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's burning that much worth is still a lot, and would point to the fact that she still is spending maybe at least 10 grand a year.
At least 10 grand. I'm sorry.
Which is a lot. Chelsea also said she really liked their blueberry cheesecake scent. I bet you, because I know that there's people who have really committed to finding dupes. I bet you somebody found a dupe. I know that some people can be very particular about the stuff they like. Like, oh, I don't really want to find a dupe, but it might be worth looking, in my opinion, if you really liked it.
Because I think, Scentsy was one of those ones that was more sort of acceptable because it was, I don't know, it just seemed a little bit undercover. And yeah, like we've seen some, like you guys have done it and Sam D's done it, just really exposing the people who are basically saying, I'm getting all my money from my team.
It was they were so straight up about it. They were so straight. It was so weird. I've never seen anything like that before, and the fact that they're still kind of known and seen as the safe MLM is very, very weird. Oh, apparently they also have stuffed animals that take scent packs.
Yep, and you can heat them up and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh my God, Rosie's getting a kitten. Kittens?
My kitten's tomorrow.
Let's go.
Congratulations, Rosie.
Congratulations.
Does that mean more than one? More than one kitten? Because that's a plural there.
What are the kitties' names?
Yes,
what
like have you got a good team
Two
name?
kittens. Like, a team of kittens.
A little team.
Peaches and cream? Peaches and cream? Or
they could be Batman and Robin.
Ooh.
Right?
I only think of cheese. I'm like Gorgonzola and feta.
I hate you so. Come on.
No, Brie would be a cute cat.
Ollie and Ferguson.
Okay.
That's so cute. Okay. They're brothers.
Slay.
Good for them.
That's amazing.
And I do agree with this. On the surface, Scentsy is less dangerous than the companies that deal with health and wellness stuff.
Yeah.
Like Optavia.
Because at least the products themselves aren't targeting like weight loss or mental wellness or whatever. At least it's just something that smells good.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it better.
That doesn't mean that we shouldn't be talking about the insidious business practices, because they're still important to talk about.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the point is not the products, it's the recruiting.
Yeah.
They're not targeting your insecurities like the rest of them are.
Yeah. Mhm.
Unless your insecurity is that my house smells bad.
Yeah.
In which case, yeah.
But an insecurity can also be I don't make enough money.
True. Okay. Okay.
Good point. Good
They just
point.
don't target this. Okay.
There's different
okay.
insecurities that they're not targeting that other companies are.
Yeah.
Well, we can
Mhm.
say that. We'll say that. Yeah, harm reduction versus absolutism. Absolutely. Absolutely. In terms of like MLM, I think I'm absolutely against it, but it's also important to recognize there is a spectrum,
Mhm.
you know, with the kind of products that you can
Yeah,
encounter and
like the
stuff.
products themselves, like if Scentsy stopped being an MLM and they kept selling them, like I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Yeah.
No.
Like it's not like it's some proprietary blend from some random
Yeah.
place and we don't know how it's going to affect your body.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
okay, I don't know if melting that many is healthy,
Right.
but like
Yeah.
in and of itself, it's not an unhealthy thing.
Yeah. And Remus thinks that if they decided to do it, people would actually still buy the products. And that is definitely
Yeah.
not true for most MLMs.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Agreed.
So you know, maybe they'll get tired of anti-MLM and they'll actually listen.
Just be a scent company.
So here's a company that kind of falls in between those two, because even though they are not selling anything that is related to health and wellness, some of their products have been found to potentially have side effects because of lead. So let's talk a little bit about paparazzi and the clip that Tish found for us on a Facebook group, shall we?
Could you turn the
I
camera
think
off for like 2 minutes?
this is just oh sorry.
No,
Not
you're
bad.
fine.
This is
We're good.
I think this is just one person's Facebook, and you can see basically like she's got 4-hour lives. Like 4 and 3,
Yes.
4-hour lives every day.
Yes, I'll show
Let's-
I'll show a picture while we're
Okay.
looking through this. But I think this is this the one where you just went through her Facebook? Yeah. So let's just go through
Yeah.
her Facebook together.
So you can see. And then there's 73 pictures, 3 pictures. I really sorry, I stopped here because I really liked her
Her
ovaries.
outfit is cute,
Friend
but
or
also let's
whatever.
look at she has 2.5-hour lives and she's actually getting engagement on them. There's like 100 people on the live. You know what I mean? Like that's not
Mhm.
nobody.
There's 911 comments.
911 comments, that's not
Wow.
nothing, you know? That could be her replying
That's
and people,
good
you know,
engagement.
but still, that's not nothing.
Even for you replying, that's a lot.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Courtney Shortney could never.
No.
Oh!
And Ray Higdon could never.
Piggy boy could never.
Nope.
But also,
Yeah,
let's pay attention to the dates. Can you read the dates for me, Gus? 25th November.
Where are the dates?
Right here.
25th November.
Her outfit is cute.
She does look good. She looks
I know.
great. This one's also the 25th of November. The next one.
Oh, really?
So this is also 25th November. This is a 54-minute live. Same
From her
day.
husband. I think it was a novelty because it was the husband, you know. Like,
Yeah, or
he
maybe
got
he
on.
started it off and then, okay, 25th November, here's another one.
Black Friday
Wow.
flash sale.
But yeah,
And then there's product all around the tree, and
yeah, she probably bought a lot of that herself so that her downline had to buy off of her, which is unfortunate.
Mhm. Which is what Taylor Kirby does. And isn't that Santa is sexy. I'm sorry. Like
Sexy Santa.
he was. He was the silver
25th
fox.
November. 24th November. Look
Probably
at
because
how
of the
many.
sales.
Okay, and now let's look at the jewelry that she posted on the 24th of November. But still, that's a lot of posts for one day. I don't care if
Yeah.
it's Black Friday. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
lot for one day. That's a lot.
Sorry, and this is just the alphabet. So you
What do
can
you
probably
mean?
like it goes A,
Oh.
B, C, D.
Okay, thank you. You didn't know. You
Yeah.
didn't know. Okay.
And then I was like, how do I get back to the main page? And I can't get out of it. And the screen recording's not the best. I apologize,
Don't-
everybody.
don't
You're
worry.
good.
No, we got
We
good
got the
sense.
picture,
She
yeah.
posted a lot. Okay. So this next one is gonna be her proof that she did a 4-hour live a day ago. So this is not like she maybe did this a few months ago and then, you know, maybe hasn't done it anymore.
Like she's still doing it.
She's not retired, unlike Dana, which I did not know. Okay. I did
Data?
not.
Who's Data?
The
Who's
pure
Data?
romance.
Pure romance
Okay,
lady.
okay,
What
okay.
do you mean?
Yeah.
Why is it not letting you?
I don't know. It doesn't
What?
want to let me put up the pictures.
It doesn't.
That's so weird.
No.
Well, we have
No.
evidence that she did a 4-hour live yesterday. I
Yeah, I'm
promise.
trying to-
I promise.
Sorry. Yeah, we don't need to
Return
share
of the
that
badge.
audio.
Yesterday, when we were recording our whatchamacallit, podcast, I was
Uh-huh.
vag. I was very excited.
You were
Because
vag for a minute.
reason, yeah, my for some reason I was Val and Gus, and I was like, look at me, I'm a vag. What?
You're a vag. Sorry.
Okay, let me see
You
if
need
I
to-
can find this. I will answer the gay time question in a moment. Okay.
If
It's
there's an
pretty
ice cream
important.
bar called Gay Time in Australia, I've seen it as a meme and I need to know if that's real. Good question. Sorry, we are trying to figure out this, so if we don't answer immediately, it's not because we don't care about the gay time. We very much care. This is important, okay?
I always care about a gay time.
I do. I absolutely. Ooh. Let's see. Maybe I can put something from Google Drive, and you put the
Yeah.
things in the Google Drive. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You got it. Thanks, Tish. Thanks, Tish.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Because usually our issue is audio and on your end, and if these are just
Yeah.
pictures, then we don't need to do that. Okay. Thank you very much.
Hello, Lania. Hello, Julie.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for
Hello.
joining. Do you have to go?
I think I have to go. I'm so sorry. I'm in a lot of pain right now. I just gotta go lay down. I love you guys. Thank
Okay.
you all for
Can you turn on the
hanging
camera
out.
for a second?
Yes, you can turn on the camera for a sec. Thank you all
Murphy
for
says
hanging out.
goodbye. I woke
Bye,
Murphy up to say
Murphy.
goodbye.
Oh,
Murphy.
baby.
What a good boy.
What a good boy.
The goodest.
He's
Little
so
huggies for me.
Did that heal you a little bit?
That healed me a little bit.
Oh,
Thank you. I love you guys.
We
Oh,
love
good.
you.
Good. Love you.
Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Okay, let's go back to the... Everybody said bye-bye. Oh, also, if you are able to, please like this stream. We'd appreciate it. It helps get the word out to people. And if you could hop over to both streams, either before or after the live, that would be great.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, also, we were going to link a GoFundMe for Sonia. So
yes,
Sonia,
please.
Sonia, we like friends more on Instagram. She does hang out on YouTube as well, and we're besties from loving our dogs too much. No such thing. So
No such thing.
and so Sonia's partner has been in hospital. He's doing really well, and she's got a GoFundMe happening that we will link if you can. Even I know that like Sonia is a really good follow on Instagram because like she hits with the memes.
She
She's
does.
always got really good memes. So yeah, so we're really big fans, and I'll try and find the link, and if you can give, and if you can't, just a word of support is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have a
Okay, so you
platform,
can
sharing it helps too.
yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
So if we have a look, you can see 4
Yep.
hours and 3 seconds.
4 hours, 3 minutes, and 22 seconds. Wow. What do you
And
think late night to add to your bins for the week? Do you know what that means?
last night to add to your bins for the week. Does that mean this is for her downline? Do you think?
I think so, because I think what happens is they buy out as much as they can, and then the upline say, "Oh, what do you guys want?"
Wow.
I think that's what happens.
Imagine if, like that's how they did it with Prove It. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think that that's what they do with their trials anyway, because I think that there are people, I think that's how a lot of people tried to suck up to Jessie Lee. Like they would order trials and get some trials from her, because not only would you be supporting her business, but she would say your name and, like all that sort of stuff, and you could get some of the, and because Jessie Lee had the hookup on the good flavors. So I imagine that's
A part of it too.
something that, yeah, but
Mhm.
imagine if you had to get everything from them. Do they do that? Is if Jessica's still around, do they do that in Pure Romance too, where you can
Mm,
buy from? Do they buy from their uplines?
yeah.
I'm sure they can swap. You know what I mean? Hey,
That seems like
stop.
a less ethical part of it too, because everybody has to
Yeah,
try to scramble. And then if they can't scramble, you get the last minute stuff that nobody, it doesn't seem
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
So let's look at this next one. This is going to be the haul. And this is, I think, from the same person. And then we'll have a part 2 for
Um,
paparazzi later because I didn't save the Taylor Kirby ones. I think it's from the
I
same
think
person. Let's see.
I think possibly. Oh no, it is from the same person. Sorry, yeah.
No, you're good. You can only
You can
trade in
only trade.
paparazzi.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, so this is the
This,
same person and she's going to show us her haul that you can buy from. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And
Uh-huh.
remember, this is just jewelry. It's okay to say if it's ugly. All right.
I think
It's okay to
so.
say if it's ugly.
They're all bad. I mean, they're $5. You know what I mean? But it's and the $5 encourages people to buy more because it's like, oh, it's only
Mhm.
$5. I can
Oh
get like
God.
60 of these. And it's like,
No.
no, they're
No.
bad. They're
Ew. No.
bad. They're bad. I'm sorry. I don't think I'd wear any of it. No, 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 no. Again, this is 5 times however much. We don't know. Maybe 2.50 for her. I don't know. But it's too much. It's too
It's not
much.
all bad, but it's like a hit and miss. And I
Yeah.
bet you that they do this thing where it'd be like, I'll give you this if you also take this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
ooh.
Yep. I agree. I agree.
Mm.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
know.
some dog
Uh,
swapping. Okay. So I'm
okay,
gonna
no
swap over some
problem.
dogs.
You know what? I think this might be a good time to pause and I'm
Yes.
going to show the video. Is that okay? Or do you want to
Yeah.
swap the
Yeah,
dogs and
yeah.
then I'll show the video?
No, you can do. I'll like listen as well. So,
Okay.
but I'll put
And
my.
then I'm going to put the a few things in Google Drive because I found a few Tupperware photos if you could put them up.
Okay.
So I might put them there during the video if that's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just gonna play this. I hope you enjoy, and I hope that this doesn't come off like preachy or anything. I just kind of want to connect this to everybody, because I think that we all have things that we can do better in terms of how much we consume stuff. So
I'm gonna swap Murphy over. So Murphy says goodbye to everybody.
bye,
Mm.
Murphy. Bye, Murphy. We love you. Bye
Hang on, I'll show
bye.
you. Everybody, look at his eyes. His eyes. If he's gonna be
Oh.
still, he's got pretty blue eyes. Ooh.
Oh, they stand
Oh,
out. Wow. So, yeah,
okay.
it does look like costume jewelry. I completely agree.
Like that you'd give to your kid, like a bait. Like here, play
Yep.
with the jewelry. Ooh.
Yep. Like, okay. All right. Okay. Let me play the video.
We buy and buy and buy. It's the foundation of how our economies run and how they grow.
As citizens of an American capitalist society, we need to think about what we can do to make our world better.
But all this buying, all this economic growing is devastating people and our planet.
Research consistently shows that the more that people value materialistic aspirations and goals, the lower their happiness and life satisfaction, and the fewer pleasant emotions they experience day to day.
We consume a lot more than we used to. Our consumption per capita has increased like 65% since the 80s.
USA Today reported in 2019 that Americans spend an average of $18,000 on non-essentials every year.
So when you see a chart of our consumption as a percentage of GDP, it's gone pretty much straight up.
You see other people who got a new phone that has a better camera, it's bigger, it does all these things that your phone doesn't do. Even if it's still working, people are going to want that new one. So there's a sort of performance and social obsolescence.
Scientists also know that the more that people are exposed to the media, the more they prioritize materialistic values.
The more ads you see for things like the Shadowwork Journal or Shein or Temu or whatever fast fashion giant is popular at the time, the more that brand is seeping into your consciousness and increasing the probability of you purchasing.
Consumers are so used to seeing huge packages and hauls by influencers who receive PR packages from multiple brands and will spend hundreds if not thousands to replicate the same for themselves.
This is returns, unused products, something that was probably in demand highly on TikTok, and then now no one wants it anymore.
$108 a month goes to impulse purchases, about $94 goes to subscription boxes, and about $178 goes to takeout or delivery.
Now, under capitalism, the object of constantly increasing production is not to meet any specific concrete human or social need. So the consequence of this is that people are effectively forced to become consumers.
Technologies like Amazon, that there's deflationary pressure from that because you can compare prices across a lot of goods and you get it very easily delivered to you. So all these things make consumption a lot faster and a lot cheaper.
We overproduce like there's no end to our resources, and it is hurting our wallets, our health, our environment. But it is also widening the gap between the people who have way too much and the people who have barely anything.
Remember these videos? Black Friday hauls and what I got for Christmas videos on YouTube were the kickstart to the buying for the sake of buying trend and has become ingrained in influencer culture.
Today, our consumer-based societies are gobbling up the planet's resources at a rate that's 1.75 times faster than it can regenerate.
Overconsumption generates a lot of waste because people often don't keep the items that they purchase for very long because they go out of style, they're not in the zeitgeist, and they ultimately end up being thrown out. They typically end up in landfills.
All I ask is you think more consciously and think about how you impact the world.
Oh, look at Minnie. I hope everything's okay with the dogs. Let me turn Tish's camera off for a second. So, yeah, that's the video. I hope you liked. I don't know why the accent now. So if you want to see the videos that I used for that, they're much longer than what I was able to share here, obviously, because I just wanted to share just some big ideas and stuff, and you can check that out in the description. And I also want to say that it's not like just our fault, you know, the big corporations are producing too much shit, you know, and even if we don't buy all of it, they're going to probably keep producing too much stuff. That's just kind of been one of the big issues. However, I don't think it's also fair to say, oh, we shouldn't try to maybe see where we can do better also. I think we can look at our consumption habits and say, okay, maybe there's ways that I can do a little bit better. And maybe try to help make the world and the planet a better place. So that's the idea. I want us all to think maybe there's something that we can all do. This is not just something that the Huns do. And they don't just buy all of these products because of the inventory loading conversation. They also buy all of these products because of our consumerist and materialistic culture. And so that's what I'm hoping to get across. Okay, I think Tish is back. Hello, Tish. Is the puppy good back? Are the dogs good back there? The little puppies? Yes. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because Minnie was just like, row. And I couldn't tell.
Oh, the big one, he just loves to go for a stroll. He's terrible. He's like...
He's just going for a stroll, you know? He just has things to do. Let's see. Who should we do next? In terms of our thingy majiggy. I don't know who this is. You're gonna have to tell me who this person is.
Oh, hang on.
You see in the little
this is somebody from Pure Romance, but it's a long one, so if we don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want. So okay. I think she what was her name? I just got it from TikTok. I can't remember her name. Sorry. Mm-hmm. But she looked like problem. she was a bigger person.
Oh, okay. Oh, and bigger, you mean like she had a lot of following stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, before I move on, I was rude. Is there anything that you wanted to add about overconsumption and materialism and stuff like that? Like from your perspective? Because, you know, some of this is from like the American perspective, because I think we're one of the guiltiest of this. So I guess I'm just wondering what you think from someone in Australia.
I think so too. Like, when I went traveling overseas, I booked in between going from Paris to London, and no, I went from Paris to Barcelona, sorry. And it was on this really, really cheap airline. And so like you couldn't take any like luggage. Like I think it was 10 kilos was
Oh
as
wow.
much as you were allowed to travel with. And so I was at the airport. I like threw out a bunch of clothes because it was from Kmart, which is our equivalent. You guys, I think you have a Kmart as well,
We
or
do have a
Kohl's,
Kmart. Yeah. Yeah, we have the
and
Kmart. Mhm.
our Kmart is equivalent to your Target. Like they're basically the same.
I
And
see. Okay.
so I knew that I had all this Kmart clothing and I just threw it out
Mm,
because I'm like, I can replace that when I go back home, and I need
yeah.
to get on this flight with no without
Yeah.
anything. And I wore half of my clothes. I was having a panic attack in like the Paris airport thinking, oh God, I'm not going to be able to travel. So that's just an example of like, maybe you shouldn't have brought so many clothes, Tish,
Mm,
you know?
yeah. Yeah, and the fact that you could just throw it out and think, "Oh, I can get more later," a lot of people
Mhm.
can't do that, But I
Mhm.
appreciate you for being honest, because a lot of people won't be honest about the privileges that they have, and I think if we can all just be straightforward. It's not a dirty word. It's not an indication saying that you're a bad person. It's just saying that the issue, and it's not saying that you've never had any issues or problems. Tish has always been very upfront that, you go through things. I go through things, but we both also try to be upfront about our privilege. And I think that's important too.
Mm.
Lanya said it's an interesting twist to that. Lanaya, sorry. The need for new flashy things is something that, because like Bethany, for example, the front loading thing, a lot of people, it's at least $100. But then why do they get so invested in needing more and more and more and more? And I think part of it is because of the people in the company saying, oh, well, you need this and this and this and this and this. But I think also part of it is because that's become so normalized in our culture. If you're not doing that with MLM supplements, you might be doing it with clothes or with subscription boxes or spending a lot of money on different,
Mhm.
So, yeah. Okay. Do we know this person's name before we go on? Sorry.
I can't remember it.
Okay, no problem. But she's a bigger pure romance rep. You
Pure
said.
romance.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's do it.
So, how did I get started with pure romance? That is a story. Alright, so I guess I'll have to start with the backstory of my upbringing and my views towards SEX.
I haven't watched this BT Dubs.
So, I was
okay.
told, like, SEX is something that you do not do. It's dirty. It's
All the
something
time?
that you should be ashamed of. Ashamed for doing, and definitely ashamed if you enjoy.
Really? Because what I have heard a lot is that at first there's that, but then once you're married, it's like, oh, you're not having sex? That's weird. You should be doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So not to diminish her experience, it's just that's usually what I hear. It's not just dirty all the time. It's dirty outside the context of the marital bed.
I think that's probably, like, that's sad if that's how she's
Yeah.
grown up.
Yeah. I mean, it's already sad if you're, thinking that just before marriage, because then you can't experiment before then. Yeah. I would not have figured out that I was asexual if I didn't actually have sex and think, oh shit, what?
I
Yeah,
think.
good question. What is she rubbing on her face?
I think she's just doing like a get ready with me or get unready with me.
Yeah, true. That's another reason probably why people like to spend so much money on skincare and stuff. It's like, oh, look at them doing that get ready with me. Oh, look at this outfit. Oh, look at that, so it's like instant but that is a big style or trend these days.
And that's what Erin Bees always talks about when the Prove It people are talking about having events, like have a drop in and you've got to get cups and this and that, and you've got to buy some snacks, and it's always that overconsumption as well as having extra ketones to give out, and the promoter wears that price, and they are the ones who have to pay for it. So
Yep. And they think that
it
they're
is a
doing it
promoter.
to eventually make money.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pure romance product?
Is it Lushy? Oh, there you go.
Oh, I can't really see it, but apparently it's an aftershave spray. Okay, that is an important distinction. Apparently, if in the more puritanical, like fundamentalist views, women aren't allowed to enjoy sex. It's just to get them pregnant. But she's saying sex is not something that you do.
Something that you do not do.
It's dirty. But that's not what people think, because people want you to eventually have sex to have the kids. That's why, she isn't just saying it's not something that you get pleasure from. It's saying it's something that you don't do. But I appreciate the clarification, because my understanding was it's not something that you're allowed to do or enjoy until the marital bed. But if in the more fundamentalist idea, it's women don't even get to enjoy it. That's not the point. The point is please your husband, get the baby. Which is really unfortunate. Yep, the promoter pays for the party with the intent of making the sales and recruit, and that's the thing. They think that they're eventually going to make the money back. So how? And the sunk cost fallacy. It's like, oh, I've already spent so much money. Why would I stop? And that's really unfortunate. Okay, let's see what we got next. Do you want to put up the Tupperware picture, because that was. I actually found it. I don't use Reddit much anymore, but I did look up anti-MLM inventory loading, and this image from Reddit came up. So I will say shout out for that reason. But I looked it up on Google search, and it's somebody's. I don't know if it's their garage. I don't know if it's a spare room. I don't know if it's a shed.
I can see the. Oh, okay, I got it. Hang on.
Tupperware? Yeah. And it's just a giant room of Tupperware stuff. So let's add Tupperware to the front-loading people that front load.
Hang on. Oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. Sorry everybody. We're getting there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry that I couldn't put the photos up. I usually test everything, but I didn't test the photos. So sorry about that.
That's okay. Isn't it? Wonder why it's not working. It's so weird. Stop being weird.
It's a permissions thing. Maybe it's because I updated my computer to try to make other stuff work. So I don't know.
Alrighty. So let me go full screen there. Where is it? Get ready, everybody.
Got it. We got drum roll, please.
Look at all these. Can I just say, look at all this ace pride in the chat. Well
Yay!
done,
Aces unite! Woohoo! It's
Yeah.
there's not too many of us out there, so shout out. It's nice to see all of us vocal and proud, and no matter what your background is, you shouldn't be ashamed. And yeah, holy shit! Look at how many Tupperware things. Nobody needs this many bowls. And again, this is not a point your finger and laugh at this lady moment, okay? This is just this is how far this goes. That's the feeling. Oh,
It looks like they had every launch. They've got every single launch of every iteration. Like look at that top row there. Like
yeah. The
wow.
Stacks, the stacks.
Like these ones here are older. Oh, sorry.
I wonder how many of those she actually uses. Yeah, sorry. I put a few pictures just because there's several angles.
Sorry, where did that go? Why isn't it?
They should all be in order. That's very weird.
I know. And they are downloaded in order too. So I don't know what the heck happened then.
Weird. William said, to be honest, I would have thought that's a picture at a thrift store.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Not somebody's Tupperware collection, and this is just one corner of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is just one small corner of it. I think the Reddit post maybe had like 10 photos overall. If you look up anti-MLM inventory
Sorry.
loading, then you can see all of the photos.
Okay, hang on. I've got
No
another
worries.
one.
I'm not trying to make you sorry. Yeah, that's quite the This is a museum. It's a museum.
There you go. There's the water bottle section.
Wow! And look at the things hanging on the. Yeah, if she gets out, this is gonna be the most ridiculous Goodwill section ever.
That's where I get Tupperware from, Goodwill.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at look at how deep all of the stacks go.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And underneath, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Shock. Yeah.
It is.
Agreed with. At least they don't expire. You know, but just imagine the amount of money just collecting dust in there.
Because I've got a couple of little Tupperware containers around that I use for like crafty things.
Yeah, but you didn't get them from the Tupperware, you know, and if you did, you didn't
No.
know, probably. Yeah.
No.
But
well, yes, it is. I think it kind of looks like a museum as well.
Yeah.
And I would like, yeah.
It's almost creepy.
Ooh.
No offense.
Really?
Oh, I guess Courtney went
Courtney
live talking to Avi.
With Avi?
And answering questions.
Wow.
Okay.
Because when I was watching Aaron's live yesterday, I said, I wonder why he didn't sign up under Courtney. That was my question.
Who do you sign up under? Do we know?
If you know, it's that he was on with her yesterday.
No, I didn't. I haven't. I gotten to watch the replay yet. I've been trying to put out our podcast episode as quickly as possible. Yes, this is true. At least this can be resold. But
and you know, like you can, get some money.
Yeah, it looks like a Dollar Tree. It looks like a Dollar
It
Tree.
does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except these are very expensive dollars.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of money. Like those water bottles there. I think these ones like they are $40. Like they are really expensive. So
Yeah, there's some big ones in the back. Like some big ones. Like this is not cheap whatsoever. Very very unfortunate. What do you think is the target demographic for Tupperware? Mm-hmm.
I think there's a little bit, and this is why where was Target selling Tupperware at some point in time, and they got a bit of
I think
backlash
so.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that nostalgia crew. You know, like Jenny Elizabeth. That's it. Sorry, thanks.
Okay, thank you. I don't know
Jessica.
her. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I tried to look her up because Erin said she's interesting, and I'm like, ooh,
Interesting.
Yeah, I think probably that nostalgia because, you know, like Tupperware, especially even in Australia, the Tupperware party was something big, deviled eggs, you know, there's games, etc., etc. So I think, and didn't they talk about that on the Dream podcast as well, where it was an event.
Yes.
It wasn't just a thing. It was a place where people could get together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's probably aimed at that nostalgia crew as well as mums, people who are a little bit more isolated and, you know, want that connection to community, but also probably an older demographic as well. Because with the way capitalism is, what do? We make containers like amazing. Like how did Visco Girls was a Visco Girl was something that was invented by an advertising company, and all of a sudden everybody was buying these expensive water containers, you know? And look at Stanley cups and things like that. Like that is more of that younger demographic. So I think Tupperware is an older demographic. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. It's an older demographic. And I feel like I could be wrong about this because I don't really see too many people recruiting for Tupperware anymore. So I wonder if at this point their strategy is retain. Let's just keep the people that we have already. So I do probably feel like it's people who have kind of been in it for a while and maybe are a little bit older. But yeah, I feel like that's who's been majority targeted. Yeah, there are so many vulnerable people who are being taken advantage of and targeted by these companies. And even though the products technically don't matter in terms of why the business is bad, the products are the vehicle by which, in a lot of cases, they get to these people. You know, like they wouldn't have so much of the fervor that they do if it weren't for the products that they have in a lot of cases, in my opinion.
And you think about the cost that goes into it, and what's something that causes friction in a marriage or in life is, like not having enough money. Like I think we've heard stories before about people who've, gotten divorced because of how much the wife was spending on her MLM or having to spend on the MLM. And
So sad.
yeah.
It's just so sad. So I think next we're going to do one that is not talked about as much on anti-MLM YouTube, but it's because they are a little bit more hush-hush and they're less on social media maybe than other companies. But we're going to talk about Mary Kay. And this is one of the companies that is the most notorious when it comes to inventory loading because of the whole stars get cars thing. Oh my God, look at him. Hello, Biggie. Hi.
He was giving us some major bleep action, so I'm like,
Oh,
"Ooh, we need a
Blab.
bleep."
Blab. Look at him go. Yay. Thank you for the puppy break, Blab. 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 Sorry. Oh, and Tiny. Is that the tiny one now? Yeah, that's really interesting. Amazing now
That's
that
what
he's
I
all about
thought.
social media, but before he was trying to hide.
Yeah, he used to get hidden behind an emoji, and now he's like. But see, I saw him at the Epic event. I saw a screenshot of him. So. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what changed. Yeah, he is huge. So interesting. Okay, so this is a Mary Kay rep, and this is gonna be another one where I put the timer. And let's just be clear, Snark is a little bit more welcome with this rep because she's gonna say that she's a senior Cadillac director. So this is not just some lady. And she was posted on Summer Fortenberry's Facebook page. So thank you, Summer Fortenberry, and we don't like you either. Wit says Mary Kay is one of the biggest ones for inventory loading. That's why I think Mary Kay uses codes for dates instead of actual dates. I think in terms of expiration date. Interesting.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. My Aunt Stacy buys Mary Kay, and as much as I'd love for her to stop, I did get her to stop consuming essential oils. So I've let it go and have been proud of her for accepting that much. You know, you can only do one battle at a time. Maybe
That's
in a few
right.
months you'll be like, maybe it's time to talk to her about this. But the essential oil was the bigger one for her health. So
Okay, what's your secret? You got secrets.
You got secrets.
He's got secrets.
How cute. Good question, William. Can uplines just pass down their downline to someone else as if the downline is a property/asset? I believe so. I think that is kind of
I think they can.
what happens.
Yeah.
And I think if there is a case where like the person doesn't assign their downline to somebody, I think the company makes that decision, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Okay, let's see this Mary Kay rep has to say.
My name is Leslie Spees. I'm a senior Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay. Oops, I knocked my little laptop. This is the best 3D miracle set. Now, I love this product.
So that first one was $215. This one is $115.
This one right here, y'all, this is so great.
$50.
So love the Naturally products.
$144.
This is our botanicals product, Botanical Effects.
$72.
And then a great eye cream.
So that's the men's stuff. So there's 3 men's things that I could find that she had. A cleanser, a hydrator, and an eye cream. Products.
Goodness
and
me.
I tried to count up all of them based on the lines that we had and the products that she had, etc. Grand total estimated cost $666.
Oh, they would hate that.
Take a look,
The
Mary
demon number.
Kay. The number that you are telling your your independent business people, quote unquote, the numbers that you're telling these people to spend so that they can do demonstrations, it's Satan. It's Satan. It's Satan.
I always knew it.
It's Satan.
Just to answer this question, I don't think they have the pass downline in Prove It. It's only some companies have it where you can pass down. I'm pretty sure that her downline went to Lisa, her upline.
That's probably
So-
usually what happens is the downline goes to the upline. Yeah. So yeah, $666, and all of it is in the plastic container so that she could show people. Pretty much. And I've heard that people have closets full of Mary Kay stuff. And a lot of that shit expires. So it's not like with at least the Tupperware stuff, you can, if you repent, you can go to the Goodwill and just sell all your shit and maybe make a buck back.
Has DC said that she still has some Mary Kay stuff?
I'm not sure if she did actually.
Maybe.
I don't ask her too much about Mary Kay just because I know that it hurts her a little bit. You know, she still has a soft
Yeah.
spot for that company because it's hard, you know. Oh, apparently Prove It does have that thing. Jessie Lee just didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. $666 for 23 products that are perishable. And she's not even using them. Those are just the ones that she uses for demonstrations. Yep. Yelkita, hello. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. Yes, we haven't seen you in a minute.
yeah.
Welcome to
Yeah, I haven't
the
seen Yelkita
front
in a while.
loading special. We're talking about front loading.
You know what though? I know that we used to do it, but I can't imagine getting a product from somebody's house.
I
You
can't
know,
imagine
like-
that either. I'm sorry. I don't like that either. I don't like the idea of it. I don't know. Like, especially because like going to somebody's house, it's just so personal and private, and like things can happen inside somebody's house that can't happen as easily in the public eye, you know. Which I think is why those pure romance parties, especially, are so dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
So, let's see. What is the blonde girl's video about? Do you know?
Let me open. Which
Here, I have
one
it.
is the blonde girl?
This person.
Oh, I think it's just a pure romance one.
Is it inventory stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Like just to have a look at the inventory behind her. There might be a song though, so be ready to mute.
Okay, if need be, I'll mute it. But you can just see behind her, like even though she's covering it a little bit, look at all that stuff. Let's look. It's less than Dana's, but that's still a lot. That's still a lot. Let's see how deep this goes. Sorry, that sounded gross. It's a pure romance thing, okay? Let me joke.
Okay, so the question says, what is my most popular products? I didn't know whether you wanted mild or what.
Can you hear a song in the back?
No.
Okay, oh, but she's Australian.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, an Australian pure romance person. Wow.
So now you know who she is. Oh, that's interesting. She's replying to somebody named PR Jess. PR probably stands for pure romance.
Pure romance.
So why is somebody who's already in pure romance asking what her most popular product is?
Pure romance. Jess, is it you? Jess, Auntie Lushy?
Just get it here right now, okay? If you're still in that, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's a common name, okay? It's a common name. And can you hear any music in the back? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
No music.
Okay, cool.
Mild or something in between, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of everything. But Coochie Shave Cream is probably my most popular in the mild section.
It's really called Coochie Shave Cream? Or did she just call
Is
it
it?
that?
Well, coochie isn't a popular Australian term. We don't use that very often. Like, we like a bit of vag, a little bit of
cunt, right?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I don't really hear people using it that much unless they're like being ironic. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I guess it actually is called coochie. Coochie. Hi, Christina. Welcome. I know that Christina was in Beachbody. Do you want to talk a little bit about your experience? If you've seen maybe anybody front loading, if you front loaded, if anybody in the chat wants to talk about that too.
Did they front load in Beachbody with what's it called, Shakeology? Do you
I
end
feel
up
like
with
they
a lot of
might.
Shakeology?
Because
That's
some
what I wanna know.
people make their downlines purchase Shakeology in order to get the trainings.
What?
So there must be something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Apparently, it's just hair conditioning is the coochie thing. Okay.
It is a conditioning shave cream you use anywhere that you shave.
Look how deep that goes.
Pubic area. Anywhere you shave, and eliminates the
It's 2 times at least 5.
red rash.
Yeah.
Next up would be a hydrating body oil. Sorry, this is mine. It looks really manky.
And you can't even see that on her shelf, so there's more.
But it's like a spray-on moisturizer, and it's super quick, super easy. Made from argan oil, almond oil, avocado oil, and aloe vera oil. Super hydrating for your body. Next popular product would have to be my bosom buddy.
These names, they really are not playing around. They want me to laugh at every single one. Are you kidding me? Is it just that I'm asexual and I think everything sexual is funny? Is that it? Because that's hilarious.
I just think it's a lot. Like, okay, we get it. Like, it's like Jeffree Star, who always talks about sex. It's like, right, like, okay,
We get it. We get it. You like sex. Congrats. Okay. Just go do, I'm not saying don't talk about sex. I'm just saying, like, some people are trying to make it like a part of their personality because they don't know how to do it.
Yes.
Christina says, I know it was huge to buy the single serve of the Shakeology and Energize, and when DVDs were still a thing, to buy programs to give away. Oh, that's interesting. That's all on your own dime. Ugh, that's horrible. Sorry we didn't include them, but just know Beachbody is not immune from this conversation.
This is actually a flavored lip balm that tingles a little bit, but you can also use it on your nips. So lips and nips. It's amazing.
Lips and nips, right. Okay.
I'm sorry. If I have something that I'm going to put on my lips, I don't necessarily want to put it on my nips, even though they're my lips and my nips. You know what I mean? I just kind of want to keep everything separate. I don't know if that's just me,
Well, you could have, then you can get encouraged to buy 2. One for the lips and one for the nips.
Of course. There we go.
So it's lickable and kissable, and it's like super hydrating. It's amazing. Next up would be my arousal cream called O. This is an enhancement cream that women can use to get them in the mood like straight away, like from here to here, instantly. It feels cold, so you get that cold tingling feeling. And if you're wondering where you put this, straight on the doorbell.
Again, and she has all of these. Does she have all of these just for herself? Or are they all just for demonstrations? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's a lot of money that she's spending on these creams. Just on the ones that she's showing us, not to mention all the stuff she has in the back. Because I don't
have it.
No, sorry, go ahead.
Just to have I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. There's just so many things. Yeah, I think we get the point. Too many things. I hope you get out someday, Miss Girl. Yeah, I hate the doorbell. We do
have a lot of aces in the chat today.
Yes,
indeed.
we do. Shout out to the aces.
Woo.
I think I'm gonna play my last video. This is a Princess House one.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen any Princess House. So
I haven't seen much, to be fair.
The one
also.
I did actually get a couple come up for paparazzi that were in Spanish, so they are definitely looking at a Spanish market at the moment. And I believe that that's what Princess House, they target Spanish speakers
Yes,
and
absolutely. This person is actually Princess House is a Spanish. Sorry, this person who's doing this video is a Spanish speaker. I couldn't figure out if she was a Princess House rep or if her mom was a Princess House rep or both. She kept talking about her mom. So I think that either she did it through her mom's link or she signed up with her mom, something, okay? She has a lot of followers on her YouTube, so she is like a public figure. But again, I don't know what rank she is, so let's try to keep the snark minimal and just towards the products and not the person. And also, she's going to say amigos a lot. She's going to call oh, look at this, friends. Look at this, friends. Hey, friends. Hey, friends. We all have a word that we repeat too much. So let's not make fun of her for that.
You've heard me say like so many times. So I'm sorry. I've been trying to see.
It's okay. We all have our thing. Gus says that too. Mine is, you know what I mean? You know? Ugh. Before we move on to Princess House for Shakeology, also extras to hand out as samples and the bonus DVDs could be bought separately for sample workouts. It's a lot of extra stuff. Princess House is cookware.
Yeah.
It's cookware. I don't know, not the best name choice in my opinion, but what do I know?
Es este casito. Vean, es un comal grande. Tengo esta ollita, amigos. Es esta cazuelita. Vean esta, amigos. Aquí tengo, amigos, esta cazuela. Aquí tengo una cazuela. Está bien bonito el diseño. Tengo esta cazuelita.
Let's remember, everybody needs cooking stuff, but nobody needs to buy cooking stuff from an MLM because all of the stuff is overpriced so they can pay all of the reps and all of the uplines and all of their mamas. And to me, it's just not even really special cookware. I've seen some nice cookware before, and this is just kind of it's okay. I don't think you need to pay how much you probably paid for it. They look fine. Don't get me wrong. They don't look horrible. I'm not saying they look bad. You know what I mean? They look like good quality pans. I'm just saying for the amount that she probably paid for it, I think she could have gotten something even nicer. Even a little bit more special.
El cucharón y la cuchara en color rojo.
She didn't need to buy that from Princess House. She probably could have gotten it from I don't know, the 99, the dollar store. This especially, there's a few things, Yeah, if I was named Princess House, I'd probably make it sparkly, colorful. A lot of these are just kind of basic looking. Not bad.
Did we possibly watch a video or someone did a video where it was a Princess House trip? There was a trip that people could go on.
Yes,
and then,
you know what? Yes, we did. So they were trying to talk about an incentive trip, and then it was a drone that was explaining it, and his name was Droney. And Droney went to Mexico and was like, look how nice this resort is.
And they did try to make it a little bit sparkly there. I think they tried to make it a little bit more themed with Princess House. From what I can recall. Droney, oh my god.
Droney. If anybody finds videos of Droney, please let me know because I love Droney. Droney is my favorite. Thank you.
Yes,
I'm going to turn the camera off for a second just because I'm putting one more thing in the Google Drive, Tish. I forgot something. And I also want to let you know, I didn't see the Taylor Kirby video.
Oh.
So just a heads up, I looked for it, but I didn't see it. Not vag, I'm sorry. At least it's funny, okay? Damn it.
El cuchillo de la caja, amigos. Muy, muy bonita, amigos. Vean. Estas son 4 copas. Son 4 tazas. Qué bonito comal. Tiene 2. Este es más pequeño. Y este es más grande. Es un slicer. Vean, son estos platos blancos. Es muy práctico. Este contenedor, la tapa, este traste. Qué bonita cazuela.
Oh my lord.
Aquí tengo estos 4 platos, amigos. Están súper bonitos, muy elegantes.
Yep. So in total, 32 products and probably thousands of dollars, I would guess.
My goodness.
And look, it sounded like maybe in the video like she was moving into a new house. So this wasn't just like a haul just to do a haul. Maybe this was like, I need a new set of kitchenware. Regardless, you probably could have spent a lot less money somewhere else if you weren't somehow on the princess house chokehold, in my opinion.
Also, like, they're not consumable. You do not need to. I don't know. I think. Oh, Karina is here. Karina,
Hey, Karina, what's up?
can you attest to the quality of the princess house thing? Because it seems to me that they would be good quality, from what I've heard. So you don't need to replace them. Like, that's it, one and done.
Yep.
So,
and it's just like there's so
and
many boxes in this video
Yeah.
alone. You know what? Look at all those boxes. You know, again, I'm not trying to shame. I'm just trying to think, a lot of us probably do stuff like this where we get too many boxes. Maybe there's things that we can all do to work together. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Again, 32 products of kitchenware that you could have gotten in many other stores for probably the similar quality, if not better, and cheaper. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me see. I have not gotten the photo on Instagram. Wait, I just have the message so far, but I'll keep an eye out if the photo sends. Let's see. Pooter approves of the boxes. Pooter must be a cat. Of course. Cats love boxes. Cats love boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Someone was talking about OnlyFans and Pure Romance before. That actually would be pretty good, but because I think you can get your people to buy you stuff, and then like a cam girl and stuff like that. But big announcement from Kelsey Ray, another inventory loader from Prove It. She's not doing OnlyFans anymore.
Oh.
She's given up OnlyFans. So,
No.
and she made a big announcement about it. Now, that was something that Jessie Lee used to shame her for.
Yes.
She used to specifically point out how it was bad to get your ass out on the internet.
Yep.
Meanwhile, like, she wore booty shorts.
Yes, we all remember the Sex on the Balcony live. Like, I don't know why she was so high and mighty about it, but whatever, we'll never know. And now Kelsey Ray is not doing something that probably actually made her money. So that's really unfortunate.
Oh, some of her OnlyFans got leaked. Look, I'm sorry, everybody. Even Patreon and OnlyFans, it can get leaked, and you can watch it, and it's fair use. You could like we could view it and commentate on it over here. Like,
I don't think
it
that people should
belongs.
do that.
Yeah,
God.
it belongs to the platform. Doesn't belong to you, really. It belongs to Instagram or TikTok or OnlyFans or Patreon or whatever. But yeah, I think that the OnlyFans was great for Kelsey Ray. I'm annoyed.
More honest than any MLM. It was probably a smart choice, but what are we gonna, Apparently, Karina says some of the Princess House stuff is pretty good quality, but it's still super overpriced. I have a ton of stuff from then because of my mom-in-law. I always remember you talking about how she had like a closet full of stuff, like head to like closet full of Princess House stuff. Which is like, if you need, nobody needs a closet full of stuff that's not in the kitchen. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
leaking the OnlyFans stuff is gross. Don't leak people's
Yeah.
OnlyFans. That's gross. Let's see. I don't know if I have. Do you think you could put up a few more photos, Tish? Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I have a few more. So I have one that's a Young Living one. One that's
Oh, yep. I've got the Young Living one.
okay, cool. We can start with that.
I don't think I ended up. I don't think I ended up downloading anything from Taylor Kirby, but he
Oh, it's
just has
okay.
a lot.
Don't
Okay,
worry.
hang on. Let me see.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I forgot to. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Yep. And those expire, and those can be between $15 to $80.
Yes. Yes. Like the rose. Is it the rose is the one that's
The
expensive?
rose is the one that's like 250 or something like that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. We support sex workers here.
Yes, we support sex work here. And we hope that we can create a world where people don't feel like they have to do it because they're forced to do it. That's fucked up. That's fucked up too.
Oh my God, really?
My dad-in-law had to build an extra room for the princess house stuff. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
An extra room on their mobile home to fit it all. Wow. Wow. So yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 racks of Young Living things. And this person was in Young Living for a long time, and as of December 8th, she's actually an Arbonne girl now.
Oh God.
So all of this freaking oil, maybe she's gonna keep using it, but at the end of the day, it's gonna serve as a reminder of how much money she spent on a company that she no longer aligns with. I feel like.
And can you see, like, they go back as well, because you can see on the top one.
No way! I didn't realize they. Yes, Nokita, they look like 2, 3 deep foils. I just read. Oh my God!
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be
Yep.
dramatic. I just realized I've looked at this photo several times.
Do the fumes leak from the oils? I don't think it. I think they're fairly secure.
I think so.
I think,
I think
yeah.
unless there's somewhere that ends up being hot, then there's an issue. But I think other than that,
God,
no.
that's like, is it thousands because
Probably
of that?
thousands.
Yeah.
Yep, probably thousands. I didn't count, but probably thousands. Christina said, I know someone in doTERRA who has a storefront.
Oh Lord.
They do not need store. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna get so mad. Yep, so that's the Young Living person who's no longer in Young Living. And then I didn't ask this question about Pure Romance, so let me ask it about Pure Romance first, then I'll ask about Young Living. Who do you think Pure Romance is targeting?
Pure Romance. I mean, women.
No, I meant to say Princess House because we talked about Pure Romance already. I meant to say Princess House. I'm sorry. Princess House.
Princess House, like, I think I know that they target Spanish speakers. And I don't know. I think they would probably target young couples as well,
Yeah.
like.
Yep, because that person just moved into her new house and is starting her new life with her family, it seemed like. And she just bought all of that stuff to move into that place. So that makes a lot of sense. You know, people who are just starting out their lives. Yeah. One thing that I think makes them appeal to Hispanic women is because from my experience, Hispanic women, if they're mothers or grandmothers, which a lot of Hispanic women are because of our culture and the way that we're raised, a lot of us feel like we can only spend money if it's for the family or for the kids or for the well-being of the home. And so I think that Pure Romance is a way to both spend money for themselves because it's like, oh, I like these plates. I like these pots and pans. But it's also like, this is going to be something that I'm going to use for my family, something that's going to help me build the home, you know? And I think I know that this is not just Hispanic women, and this goes into other women. So maybe that's why they're able to target that's what Scentsy does, because the smell is a part of the homemaking process. Mary Kay, because looking nice is a part of what women do. So maybe there's some of that in there too.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Corinthians. My fellow
Hello!
Corinthians.
Chitty says hi. Hello. And then who do you think Young Living is targeting? I think they have a very similar demographic to Amare, in my opinion.
Crunchy moms and just religious people and anti-medication, anti-doctor, QAnon adjacent.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like it's almost like it's just so similar to Amare, and I think that's why so many people who are leaving Young Living are like Amare, because it's the same, you know?
Well, I did tell you this yesterday, but I can share with everyone that Bethany, our dear Bethany, your sober guide, shared a picture of a whole bunch of oils. So she was mixing up some owie something or other, owie juice or whatever. Not juice, but it was like owie rub. And because her nephew's girlfriend had brought some oils to Christmas or something. So, of course, Bethany's going to be all in on the oils.
She might be on the oils next. I believe it. Oh, I agree, Nelkita. Amare probably too, and Young Living probably both target people who are chronically ill. With a lot of the stuff, they say, "Oh, you just rub a little bit of oil on you, and it's going to solve your problem." And it's like, "Oh, I
That's
would
what
love to
DC
solve my
said.
problem." Yeah.
DC talks about that too when joining Young Living, and she was vulnerable to that sort of.
Especially, there's a lot of reasons, but especially maybe like for me, I have not figured out why I've been in pain every single day, nonstop. It's been 3 years, actually. 3 years. It's been 3 years now. And I don't know why. And I've gone, and it's not like, oh, most people say, okay, go to the doctor. I've gone to the doctor. They don't know why either. You know, a lot of them are confused. A lot of them don't really know what's happening either. So I think now would be the perfect time for an Amare or a Young Living Hun to swoop in and be like, listen, honey, you've tried it all. Why don't you try my little oils? Just a little bit on your thigh. And like at this point, I eat a frog. I'd eat a frog ass. I'd kiss frog ass. You know what I mean? So I'd try the oils. You know, if I did not know that consuming oils is not going to help me with anything, and that the happy juice didn't have any studies, you know, and that both of these businesses are based on unethical models, you know?
And that's their perfect market, you know?
Yep. For this is about Princess House. It's always been wild to me because something like a blender is like $700. So 32 items, and those things are even more than normal kitchen products would be. I just want you to imagine, you know, how much money she spent. Again, not shaming. This is just to recognize the reality of what these multi-level marketing companies do to people.
Oh my God.
Is it okay if we go to... Sorry. Huh?
Apparently, Young Living could cure your genetic condition. Yeah, sure.
Sure, Jan. Sure.
I have to admit, the reveal lady, she's kind of influencing me into buying a pink smeg kettle. I really like her kettle.
Her kettle is very cute.
It's cute.
It's cute. Whitney, I actually have been checked for lupus. They were a little bit scared for a little bit, but they don't think that I have it. Still not sure what it is, but they don't think that it's anything autoimmune. Yeah, my KitchenAid was not that much. How can those blenders be $700? Good question. Good question. Oh, this next one. Yes, this is perfect. This is perfect.
The Mary Kay one?
So yeah. Okay. So shout out to Whitney because she actually sent us this on the fly because she thought it would be good for this. This is the reality of what multi-level marketing does to people. So this is a gigantic closet full of Mary Kay perishable items. And here's... Do you want to read the caption, Tish?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm trying to make it big enough to see, but
no
hello, people.
worries. Thank you.
My wife and I have over $21,000 worth of Mary Kay inventory. She's no longer a consultant, and we need to sell this stuff. She has paid for it and owns it all. It's 75% off. Oh my goodness, everything. If interested, please PM me. You can come and put your eyes and hands on the product. This is not a scam or a joke. This is legitimate. I think it's a bit of a joke.
Like,
It's
and it's
kind of a.
not. Yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
not your fault, you know. But like, it's just so sad. It's $21,000.
And that's not even that much stuff.
No.
If you think about it, like 21,000.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And all of that is perishable. So when they say it needs to go, they mean it needs to go. And they're trying to get any ounce of money that they can, even if it's worth 75% off of what it was initially.
Yeah, wow.
That's the thing. What they are trying to do, they're not trying to scam people at this point. You know what I mean? But what you went through, unfortunately, sir, that was a scam. That was a scam.
Mm-hmm. So if it's 21,000, you're right. You can keep talking.
It's just sad. It's just sad. Nobody should have closets full of Mary Kay stuff and have to sell it at 75% off.
So basically, there's going to be a loss of $15,750.
Oh, that's a gut.
So,
That's a gut punch. That's a gut punch. That is true.
Yeah.
Of 75% off of what they paid or the full price. That changes things. They make it sound like it's
Yeah.
75% off of what they paid, but I don't know. It could be 75%
Oh.
off entirely because I think that Mary Kay people get 50% off. So I think that the
Right.
total loss will be just 25%. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm
But
not sure. We don't know.
I got to tell you, there was a lot more math involved in this episode than we've ever had on the roast.
God, why are
A
we
lot of math.
doing math? Tish,
I
it's just
know.
to prepare for your science class, right? We're just prepping for I'm joking. Tish got signed up for a science class and she doesn't want to do it. So
I'm
anyway,
not teaching a science class.
why
FYI.
would you do that? Anyway.
I have
There's
sort of
Sorry, go ahead.
I have sort of a so if you want to go to hang on, I'll just stop. Oh, it's stopped sharing. Hang on. There is like a short. Do you want to go to the Color Street one and then I'll do the Prove It one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I do have a live that we could watch. Of a craft room that I kind of want to show a little bit of, if that's okay.
We can show that, yeah.
Okay.
So this is the Color Street. Oh, sorry. It's not.
Sorry, it's so small. My bad.
And it's not letting me, like, why isn't it letting me go closer? Come on. It's not letting me zoom in. Okay, well, it says bargain price 2,700 sets of Color Street nail strips. Must go. Most are retired and all are wrapped in protective sleeve. Shipping depends on number of sets ordered. Please do not claim here until contacting me for an inventory link. No longer a stylist, just selling off my stocks on hand. See ya.
2,700 sets. And
How much is
people,
a set of Color Street nails?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
I don't know either.
Are we gonna? Let's not do more math. We don't care, okay? I'm joking. We do care because it's a lot of money, but we don't want to do the math right now. Okay, 2,700. That is too much money. That is ridiculous. And if you really want to sit here and tell us that these MLM companies don't have an inventory loading problem after all that we've seen, then you know what? That is your decision.
Okay, so this is a real. We won't. Well, I'm gonna mute it because there is a song, but it's basically Courtney Shortney and Jessie Lee, and she put it up recently, like
Yeah, right.
today or yesterday.
And it says, how I live knowing someone somewhere out there still gets mad when they hear our names.
Does anyone? I honestly don't care.
I do not care. I get mad when I hear that your kids were in the way of you throwing a luggage down the escalator, Courtney. That's when I get mad. I get mad when you start making claims that are untrue.
And so I included that because they are the queens of inventory loading.
Yeah, they
and
are.
It was huge, and it still is huge in Prove It. even though Kelsey Ray does her lives in front of like that green, grassy sort of looking stuff, she still has a cupboard. Courtney still has the cupboard. I think even the live that Avi did the other day, I could see a cupboard. Like all of them have a cupboard behind them
Full of stuff.
filled with products, and they have to have it, you know? Yeah.
And they're constantly buying trials, and they have stuff for their kids, and it's too much. It's too much.
New flavors, you know.
Constantly. Oh my god, that's 27,000 individual stickers.
Holy
each
shit.
pack.
That is a lot.
Because each pack comes with 10.
Holy shit. Do you know who we haven't? Oh, no, we have done makeup. I was thinking, we haven't done makeup MLMs. I'm an idiot. We have. We've done Mary
You're
Kay.
not an idiot, but we did. We did. Okay, let me put this one up because I think we should all look at how ridiculous this craft room is, okay?
I want to see the craft room.
With all due respect, this is ridiculous, okay? If you find out who this YouTuber is, and again, this goes for anybody that we've seen in this video, we do not condone harassment. We are not trying to do that over here. We're just trying to make a point about how these MLMs can encourage overconsumption and spending all of your money on these products that you don't need to spend. And I think this is going to be our last one, unless you can think of anything else, and unless we want to talk about anything else. Oh, wait, did we want to talk about who Prove It targets too?
Oh, yeah. I think Prove It really goes for a healthy sort of person. They're definitely trying to target people who are trying to lose weight or get healthy or whatever, and using the word ketones makes you associate it with a keto diet and all that sort of stuff, even though you don't have to have a keto diet, blah, 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 blah. You go into ketosis, and all of the jargon that they use makes people think that they are smart and, oh, that sounds sciencey. And it's just not like that, you know? Like, yeah.
They're definitely one of the sneakiest. Yep.
Like magic.
Yeah, they're very sneaky. And I think they also, of all the companies, maybe I'm wrong about this, they're one of the most social media savvy, I feel like. And they want people who already have social media followings or who know how to use social media enough to try to get a following. They always say, like, oh, we accept anybody, but they want people who have social media followings. And I think that's who they target.
Yeah, especially they're big on TikTok.
And
not real shy either. They will actually hashtag Prove It on but then again, that's what Brian's like. Brian he's pretty out there with his socials as well. So
True. Thinks of my craft room full of yarn. Should I be scared? Again, you did not spend Stampin' Up money on your yarn. We have to remember, even though I think we all probably in some ways are guilty of overconsumption and we could do things a little bit differently, we are not spending the kind of money that these people are spending still because of the absolute markup that they have on these products. So, you know, just consider that when we talk about these things too. And this is not like the shame town. This is just like, let's talk about the realities of how much money these people are spending.
Yeah.
You go into ketosis and then you crap your pants. We love marketing. Woohoo! Okay, so this is a live craft room tour. So this is what we're working with. Oh, no. I don't want you to see who she is. Okay. Hopefully don't. If you saw that, don't.
I didn't see it.
Please, if you see who this is, I do not encourage harassment. Do not go over to her page. Don't do any of that shit, okay? We don't do that here. We are just trying to talk about the tactics, okay? She's going to pan down, okay? And I think these are all the collections that she has arranged by name. So those are the names. And it goes from newest on the top to oldest on the bottom.
Wow.
So that's yeah. And that's a big yeah. It goes to the floor, Tish. It goes to the floor. It goes to the freaking floor. And she needed to put some on the side too because it was too much. Yep.
That doesn't, it looks too clean to be a craft room. Like, what are you crafting on? Like, I'm in my craft room now, and I'm in total excess. That we had a pest controller come out a couple of weeks ago, and he walked into this room and he was like, "What the hell's going on in here?" Because it's so much like bigger. And I said, "Oh, I've got a YouTube," and he actually did streaming and stuff. But you can see, like there's paintbrushes near me. There's glitter right beside me. There's some earring backs. There's super glue. Like I
You know
have
what? She
craft
probably
things
cleaned
everywhere.
it. Let's be fair though. She was doing a YouTube video, so she probably said, "Let me clean it before I show everybody that," so it probably was a little bit messier. Somebody's asking, "What's this for?" Oh, we're the mess.
Hard agree on that.
What's this for?
Yeah.
So this is stamping and crafting supplies. So it's called Stampin' Up, and they come out with lots of stamp sets, lots of just little things that people buy a lot of. And they feel like, oh, I can use it because I'm going to use a lot of it. And a lot of people don't end up using it by their own admission, because I've seen people do Scentsy hauls and they're like, oh, I bought this thinking I was going to use it and I haven't yet. Oh, I haven't used this yet. Oh, this is really cute. I can't believe I haven't used this yet. And it's like, it's too many things. Oh, this is really
okay,
funny.
but that's relatable.
that is relatable. I agree. She's crafting her downline. Not the downline crafting. Okay, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Okay, look, we got cards.
Wow.
Those are all Scentsy cards. And again, it's not just one each. It goes pretty far deep. And so she has those in case she wants to, needs her cards, right? She's got all her supplies in her drawers, which again, I love drawers, okay? But this is a lot of stuff. And this is probably all, if not the majority of Scentsy, because I know, not Scentsy, sorry, Stampin' Up, because I know for sure Stampin' Up distributors are not allowed to talk about other products.
Oh, really?
They can't go to Michael's. Yeah. They can't go to Michael's. Yep. So Native Atheist, we are looking at somebody who's in a multi-level marketing company who does crafts. And we are basically looking at how much stuff she has in her craft room, because in multi-level marketing companies, they are encouraged to buy a lot of product. So we've been going through a lot of different products over the stream, from makeup to crafting to even sex supplies. And we've seen that people just across the board in multi-level marketing companies, they just buy way too many things, in our opinion. Yeah.
Wow,
so now we're panning over. Yeah. I told you. This is this is a lot. And so yeah, that's a notebook each, I think. Paper. Those are little containers that have more things in them. Yep. Look at this. Look at this.
Satisfying, but far
Very
out. That's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff.
Again, I would bet you a few dollars that at least 75% of this stuff was bought from Stampin' Up. Oh my god, look how far up
the boxes
the
at
shelves
the
go.
top. Oh,
There
wow.
are so many shelves. There are so many little shelves, and there are so many little things in each little shelf.
What's in those ones?
Maybe those are
little, are those tiny shelves that you pull
No,
out?
you know what?
Or...
Those look like stamps, like actual stamps that you because it looks like each has a little decoration thing on it. Yep. So those are stamps. Okay. We got pens. I love the pens. Again, this is a great setup. Don't get me wrong. I stan. But too many things. Nobody needs this many things. In my opinion. Not trying to shame her. It's just
look.
I have a lot of ribbon, a lot of paper, and each one I can't even think we can fully tell how much paper is in each of those things. She pulled out a lot in that little slip. I admire the organization too. This is pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm looking at around me and I'm going, there's my bag with pom-poms. There's my bag with
And that's okay. Some of us were chaotic. That's okay. Yes, I'm also jealous of these shelves. I'm also jealous.
Baby fell.
Oh no! Baby Tiny! Are you okay, Baby Tiny? Oh wait, no, I don't want pictures of her family. Your family's probably beautiful. Again, a lot of little things in each of these containers. Oh, so she's gonna pull out a container? Is that what we're seeing? Or is she just showing us a little bit of each? Sorry, I don't want to get like copyrighted because of the audio. So she's going. Oh, more. Okay, we got more. We got a little trolley cart thingy majiggy that has more little card things. More things on the bottom. Okay, now we're going to a table. Now on this table we got water. We got little cardstock papers. Maybe those are the Christmas cards? Question mark. Maybe that's her latest project that she's working on. I'm not quite sure. More things, lot of things. Oh, no. No. Oh, wow. Those are all Stampin' Up things. I wonder if those are achievement things. I know some companies do pins, so maybe those are her pins.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I think we get the point. So, who do you think Stampin' Up targets, Tish?
Oh God. People with ADHD.
Love it. Love it.
I
And maybe
mean,
older women too who
older,
love the
yeah.
crafting and the
I think yeah, and anyone who like crafting people, and so you'd have like crafting circles and arty type people, and because look, there is art and craft snobbery between the two, like making art. Some artists are like, no, that's craft. I don't use glitter, that's craft, like that sort of thing. So I think Stampin' Up would be, anyone who is looking for a hobby, and probably when they're on Facebook and going after people who seem a bit lonely or lost, I'm sure, wanting a bit of connection, because crafting does seem to bring people together and that sort of thing. So yeah.
Karina says, even for somebody with a craft and a plant room, that's a lot of stuff. Totally agree. And you know what? Maybe the reason that it's easier for them is because in craft circles, people do buy a lot of things because, you do need a lot of extra little bits and bobs to really get creative. But I think, because of the inventory loading, because of the obsession with constantly getting the next new thing, they maybe get more than the average person.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty good for our inventory loading bonanza. Do you feel like you learned something today, Tish?
I mean, I had always suspected it was so much, but I think it's probably, like we normally talk about Optavia, Amare, and these really harmful ones that they use to poach people taking advantage of their insecurities. And even though these ones don't do that, they're still pretty insidious because you're spending the money, and the money can cause the stress and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah. So I think it's more that, oh shit, like we like to think that maybe there's some worse MLMs than others, but they're all fucking bad.
Yeah, I mean, Mary Kay is just makeup, but somebody's spending $21,000 on inventory that they're probably not going to make most of the money back on. That's devastating. That is devastating. And we all know, if we're consumers of anti-MLM content or people who believe in the anti-MLM movement, we all know about this inventory loading problem. And, I've known about this for maybe a year and a half now. But seeing all of that product, seeing the hauls, I think that just puts it into perspective in a way that I never thought of before. So I think maybe this is something that maybe we should touch on more, because at first I didn't think that it was content that maybe was interesting, But I think maybe if we condense it a little bit more like this and we have more conversations in between and stuff, then we can make it more consumable.
Yeah. And I think, like I'd probably be more inclined to look for some top fails stuff to put in a top fails, and because there were a few that were shorter and that, but yeah, just highlighting it because a lot of people think that that the problem is not this when it is this. But then again, it isn't about the products still. So it doesn't matter what you do with the products, and that's why you have a cupboard full of them, because it's about building the team. It's
Mhm.
about the team.
Yeah, but the amount of money that you spend on these products, that should not be understated either.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And is
something to Oh, sorry, go ahead.
anyone else going to be cleaning up their craft room? I'm feeling it now, and I think now Kita said that too.
The point of this stream was not to shame. So if anybody felt shamed, I'm sorry. That was not the point. My
I
bad.
just want to find stuff. That's all.
Yeah, the real customers are the distributors. That's definitely something that this shows. Look how much product they're buying. You cannot say that those are not customers.
Mhm.
Wait, sorry, let me see what something to think about too is having a way to get rid of it if you can't sell it. My mom does a charity project making bracelets for kids in hospitals, so she gets tons of extra supplies. That's awesome.
There you
That's
go.
awesome. That's a good thing to think about. Thank you, Ove. Thank you, Ove. Oh, and one more thing before we end off. Because we've been talking a little bit about like overconsumption, materialism. Do you think maybe for 2024, is there an area in your life where you're going to try to be a little bit of a better consumer? Because for me, we buy too many plushies. I got to cut it down on the plushies, okay? We got plenty, okay? We have enough. So I want to be better about displaying them and making them put up nice and stuff like that, and buy less because we buy too many. I love them, but I have plenty.
You've got enough. You've got enough.
Yeah.
Oh, Target still has Tupperware on their site. Oh, goodness me.
Boo! Come on,
It's hard to
Target.
boycott Target, though.
It really is. It really is.
Like,
Because it's like, yeah.
And we understand as well that it's hard to boycott some of those cheaper stores because sometimes it's your only option. So,
Yep.
that like we're not going to be classist about it either. So,
Yeah.
I think I'd probably just need to stop using Afterpay so much. Like, I don't need to use Afterpay so much. Like,
What is that?
Afterpay is like a Klarna, like where you put your payments into 4. It's like you buy something but you pay it off over 4.
I see.
Like it splits it
Yeah.
down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, okay.
So that would be a way of consuming less on my behalf.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, do not worry, Alaska. You can always watch the replay. We appreciate that you did try to show up. We appreciate it. Thank you. Nilkita's going to try to make less plushies and more wearables. Love that. Love that.
Nice.
Godspeed, because it's hard to make wearables. What?
The Gay Time. Right. Okay. So Gay Times are a fantastic ice cream. All right. And usually I have a focus food, and I'm not diagnosed with anything or anything. I just suspect that I have ADHD. And so my hyper focus food for a while was a Gay Time, but they have flavors. So, but basically a normal Gay Time, it's kind of like a vanilla in the middle, kind of like a caramelly like on the outside, and it's not chocolate, but it's not ice cream either. It's like creamy sort of thing.
Yummy.
And
Mhm.
then biscuit, like broken biscuity pieces on the outside. So it's a very nice Gay Time. But yes, that's what it's called, a Gay Time.
Love
So
it.
they are real.
So they're
And
real.
at the moment they've got like birthday cake flavor, they've got
Oh.
chalk, they've got strawberries and cream, I think, but they're not my focus
Yeah.
food anymore, so I haven't been eating them. So
I see. Rima says it brings me so much joy that that's actually the name. I need a gay time. Me too.
Gay time.
Me too. Hannah says,
And
I finally gotten into the habit of reusable bags and not forgetting them in the car. We love
same.
that. We love the
Yeah.
reusable bag. And I love what Ove said. Homeless individuals and people who are in shelters might love handmade scarves and things like that.
For sure.
And that's a good thing to think about, you know. Maybe how can you use your talents to help the broader community, whether it be locally for maybe unhoused individuals, or maybe whether it be the international community, like spreading awareness about what's happening in Palestine and in the Congo and in Sudan, or if it's boycotting companies that use forced labor or who are exploiting or who are using exploitative labor and stuff like that. There's ways that we can all try to do our part and help. So I hope that that's the message and not like, you don't get to have nice things. Screw you, you know. So
Absolutely.
that's not the message.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. This was
Check
so
out
great. I learned a lot from everybody.
I know. We also did a yearbook episode for our podcast that's coming out soon. So
Yes,
stay
I'm
tuned
editing
for
that
that.
very quickly. So hopefully by midnight it'll be done. I just need to make sure that I send it to you for a review, but we're about 30 minutes in, so it should be. Oh, the Fluffies in the back is awake. Your Fluffy in the back is awake. Hello, Fluffy. Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome. I've drained my Starbucks account and I haven't loaded on it and I haven't been on it since October.
And I've heard that I saw somebody say that if you get a Starbucks gift card, apparently you might be able to gift a tip to the staff. So instead of
Oh, that's nice.
because it's already been bought, like it's rather than wasting your gift card, I think apparently you can tip your people instead of buying from them or whatever, which would be nice.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that because I feel like I might have a few gift cards here because I love Starbucks. So thank you. And Elkita says it was nice to catch up again. And we agree. Thank you all. It was nice to see the chat. Nice to learn from everybody. And it's much appreciated. Wait, Tish, what do you have coming up next in terms of videos, plans?
I haven't actually finished Tishmas. Oh my god. I'm not too sure, but I want to do Modare because Erin shared a folder with us that is full of Modare stuff because they're hitting everybody hard. Probably Optavia because dear old Doug is offering his assistance in using Ozempic.
He did. Apparently he used Ozempic.
Yeah.
He admitted to using Ozempic on a live. I don't know, have the exact live, but I have a picture of him saying that he said it.
Yep. Yeah, so dear old Doug and his biography, I'm still reading, and maybe some more tea drama videos because that had some good numbers on it.
That was really fun. I enjoyed your tea videos.
It was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Except it's just so much work.
Yeah.
Like because I need the receipts and I want it to look nice and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Oh,
I get it.
nail keto. I can't get mine either.
No.
But we're really lucky in Australia because we've got a compounding pharmacy who I can get it to. So yeah. Oh yes, Karina. So Karina and I are going to do a collab soon because she was sick and we just couldn't coordinate.
Yeah,
so.
no problem.
Yeah.
So we'll
And
have that.
What are you guys doing?
Last night we did a fun stream with Heather C where we talked about Amway and that was really fun. We had a great time. And on the 2nd at 11 a.m. PST, we're going to be doing a stream. I'll keep it a surprise, but it's with an up and coming anti-MLM content creator. She's not from the US, she's not from Australia, and she's very cool and I like her a lot. So stay tuned for that on the community tab and for the podcast and for more stuff.
What are you covering though?
It's going to be the CEO of Monet, Ray Ordinetta, and we have 2 videos. One is going to be him and his brother, and one is going to be talking about the family. So it's going to be some very family culty vibes.
Yes. Exciting.
Yes,
so we'll see you next year. I'll see you in the past. I'm going to be in 2024 before you guys.
That's incredible.
Oh,
I
yes,
love that you're in the future.
I do need to make Jessica and I were going to do a Tishmas appearance as well. So
love it.
we'll
love to see
get it together. We'll do it together.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right.
everybody. Have a good New Year's. I will let Gus know that you're all sending well wishes. I really appreciate it, and so do they. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.